Anaconda versus miniconda. In the Anaconda repository, there are two types of installers: Anaconda installers and miniconda installers. What are their differences? Besides, for an installer file, Anaconda 24.4.0.1 Linux ppc64la.sh, what does 2.4.4.0.1 stand for?
The difference is that miniconda is just shipping the repository management system. So when you install it, there is just the management system without packages. Whereas with Anaconda, it is like a distribution with some built-in packages. Like with any Linux distribution, there are some releases which bundles lots of updates for the included packages. That is why there is a difference in version numbering. If you only decide to upgrade Anaconda, you are updating a whole system. Edit: there are new options now for on the package management side. Mamba can be used as a drop-in replacement for Conda. It has a faster solver and is a complete rewrite in C++. The solver is actually experimentally available in Conda with experimental solver equals lib mamba. Keywords to look for if you want to learn more: Mamba, Mamba Forge, Micro Mamba.
For the original docs, choose Anaconda if you are new to Conda or Python, like the convenience of having Python and over 1,500 scientific packages automatically installed at once, have the time and disk space, a few minutes and 3 GB, and/or don't want to install each of the packages you want to use individually. Choose miniconda if you do not mind installing each of the packages you want to use individually, do not have time or disk space to install over 1,500 packages at once, and/or just want fast access to Python and the Conda commands, and wish to sort out the other programs later. I use miniconda myself. Anaconda is bloated. Many of the packages are never used and could still be easily installed if and when needed. Note that Conda is the package manager. For example, Conda list displays all installed packages in the environment, whereas Anaconda and miniconda are distributions. A software distribution is a collection of packages, pre-built and pre-configured, that can be installed and used on a system. A package manager is a tool that automates the process of installing, updating, and removing packages. Anaconda is a full distribution of the central software in the Pidata ecosystem, and includes Python itself along with the binaries for several hundred third-party open-source projects. Miniconda is essentially an installer for an empty Conda environment, containing only Conda, its dependencies, and Python. Source: once Conda is installed, you can then install whatever package you need from scratch along with any desired version of Python. 2.4.4.0.1 is the version number for your Anaconda installation package. Strangely, it is not listed in their old package lists. In April 2016, the Anaconda versioning jumped from 2.5 to 4.0 in order to avoid confusion with Python versions 2 and 3. Version 4.0 included the Anaconda Navigator. Release notes for subsequent versions can be found here. License note: the company behind Anaconda updated their terms of service in 2020 to prohibit commercial usage for most uses. You are not permitted to use Anaconda or miniconda in a business with more than 200 employees, unless you acquire licenses. Please review the current license terms here.
Brief. Conda is both a command line tool and a Python package. Miniconda installer equals Python plus Conda. Anaconda installer equals Python plus Conda plus meta package Anaconda. MetaPython pkg Anaconda equals about 160 Python pkgs for daily use in data science. Anaconda installer equals miniconda installer plus Conda install Anaconda. Detail? Conda is a Python manager and an environment manager, which makes it possible to install package with conda install flake 8, create an environment with any version of Python with conda create nmyaf python equals 3.6. Miniconda installer equals Python plus conda. Conda, the package manager and environment manager, is a Python package. So Python is bundled in miniconda installer. Cause conda distribute Python interpreter with its own libraries/dependencies but not the existing ones on your operating system. Other minimal dependencies like OpenSL, curses, SQLite, etc. are installed as well. Basically, miniconda is just conda and its minimal dependencies. And the environment where conda is installed is the base environment, which is previously called root environment. Anaconda installer equals Python plus conda plus meta package Anaconda. MetaPython package Anaconda equals about 160 Python pkgs for daily use in data science. Meta packages are packages that do not contain actual softwares and simply depend on other packages to be installed. Download an Anaconda meta package from Anaconda Cloud and extract the content from it. The actual 160 plus packages to be installed are listed in info/recipe/meta.yaml. The pre-installed packages from MetaPKG Anaconda are mainly for web scraping and data science. Like requests, Beautiful Soup, NumPy, NLTK, etc. If you have a miniconda installed, conda install Anaconda will make it same as an Anaconda installation, except that the installation folder names are different. Miniconda 2 vs Miniconda. Anaconda 2 vs Anaconda. 2 means the bundled Python interpreter for conda in the base environment is Python 2, but not Python 3.
Miniconda gives you the Python interpreter itself, along with a command line tool called Conda which operates as a cross-platform package manager geared toward Python packages, similar in spirit to the apt or yum tools that Linux users might be familiar with. Anaconda includes both Python and conda, and additionally bundles a suite of other pre-installed packages geared toward scientific computing. Because of the size of this bundle, expect the installation to consume several gigabytes of disk space. Source: Jake van der Plas's Python Data Science Handbook.
If you want to see more, please consider subscribing.